Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Kevin, even though starters are important, those great sixth men have been the key to so many championship teams. Think about the likes of Andre Iguodala, Manu Ginobili, Lamar Odom. And still, with some, there's a stigma to coming off the bench. Iguodala said it's ingrained early, but in particular, he said, in the NBA, it's I need to get paid like a starter. And guys, that's a sacrifice that not many are willing to line up for.
David Aldridge, thank you. Here are the five for the Clippers. Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Montrezl Harrell. And it's George in at the 2. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Lights out there with Green, and it's Howard in at the 5. Greg, too early to start talking about MVP for this year? We're mid-season.
Here we go. You know, we've gotten to a point now where we start talking MVP at the start of the season. You know,
yeah, right.
People just love to talk sports at this point, especially when it comes to the most prestigious individual awards out there. I think you can make a case with your play this time of year, but I like to let it all play out before I start focusing on that.
Things can change in a hurry, can't they, in a season?
Yes, they can.
Like you say, let it play out. And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Here's Green. That shot is off. Great D that time from Harrell. George with the ball. Now guarded by Olsen. The shot by George, no good. And it's Davis with the ball for the Lakers. It's a three-point game. A fader. It's not going to go for him. The Clippers go the other way with it. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
So it's the Clippers now, following the bucket. George looking around. Nobody near Leonard. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Well, incredible improvement in Kawhi Leonard's jumper since he came into the league. Give credit to the time spent in San Antonio.
They kick it out to Green. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
Pass to Beverly. And here's Leonard from 3. And Davis pulls it down. Lakers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. James. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Passes it to Beverly. And the layup's good off the glass.
This guy is such an intelligent guard. Patrick Beverley finding a driving lane and finishing.
And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach, Doris, to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
He kicks it to Beverly. Unloads. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
The 3 from George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. George has got a couple of threes now in the first for the Clippers. Poked away. There's the pass to Harrell. Lets it fly from 18. The Lakers with the rebound. Davis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Olsen. Outside. Davis. There's the dish to James. And the rejection by Harrell. The three from George. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Green. Trying to get open as Davis. No good that time. Excellent D there from George. Puts one up from 19. Good on the bucket.
You've got to keep the defense on their heels, and Kawhi consistently able to make pull-up jump shots.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
Lakers trail by 6. Olsen passes to Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
That is a grown man move from Dwight Howard.
And so Beverly will bring it up for the Clippers. Outside Leonard. Pass to Morris. Down low. And Harrell slams it in.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. James finds Howard. Hammers the alley-oop through.
That's about communication between teammates. Dwight Howard high-flying as ever.
Here's Beverly. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Passes to Harrell. Dishes it to Leonard. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. And it's sent back by Howard.
Dwight Howard at his best, sending it back. Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
Now the pass to Olsen. Great that time from Leonard. Clippers leading by 4. From outside the arc. Kept alive. The Lakers shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. Davis, and finished off by Davis.
A terrific leaper with incredible height. Davis is a dunk machine.
Outside, George. Pass to Morris. James against Leonard. Back to Morris. Here's the 3. A rebound by the Lakers. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And I credit the shot selection in that one. It's hard to stay patient, but you see the reward.
Well, typically, Greg, great decision-making leads to great shooting percentages. I thought that team played a very smart game.
The Clippers have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on LeBron James.
Well, Kawhi has become one of the smartest offensive players in the game. Understanding use of the shot fake and what it can give you.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Danny Green. The Clippers also changing it up. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverly.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
That one falls.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Lakers trail by 4. Olsen passes to McGee. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Davis has got his second bucket tonight.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here's George. McGee with the block. And he's able to get it back. There's Williams with the 3. And James pulls it down. Lakers have gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Olsen passes to James. Here's lights out. He's covered by Leonard. James against George. And the dunk by LeBron.
Yeah, not a lot to be done if LeBron gets a solid screen in a pick-and-roll set like that one.
The Clippers shooting 39% in the early minutes of this game. And Davis sends it back. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they've put the defense on the defensive.
Here's Olsen. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. And it's 9 points for lights out. Greg, recently we saw Junior spending some time with the fans after the game. You know, it's good to see the young man making that a priority in his career.
In general, most NBA players realize the importance of fan interaction. Some are just okay at it. Some are latter of those two categories.
Well, not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast? And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. In the corner, it's Morris. They grab their own miss. Jackson, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time. That
one misses. The Lakers have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got Paul George. Montrezl Harrell is out there with Marcus Morris. And there's Jackson, and it's Beverly in at the 2 spot. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey guys, lights out in their last game against the Nuggets, just played phenomenal. He dropped in 34 points and seemed to pick apart the defense all night with a ton of assists. His numbers were off the charts. He was unguardable, and he knew it, and he took advantage of it. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thanks. It's going to be interesting to see how he follows up that performance.
Yeah, he was the driving force behind that victory, but each night comes with different challenges.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
Here's Beverly. Misses off the left iron. The Lakers shooting 43% from the field. Fires it up. And the Lakers with another miss.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
So they take the lead. George has got his third basket of the night.
You have got to be aware of Paul George. He is a knockdown shooter from deep. That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
Beyond Waiters. I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Here's Olsen. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 13 points for lights out.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Jackson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And you talk about the perfect veteran wing player. Danny Green's right at the top of that list. Solid defense, good shooter, and plays within himself.
Yep, that one goes.
And that defense wasn't enough on Jackson. He's clever and can shoot through that opposition.
Olsen passes to Morris. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Here's James. Morris with the rebound. And Greg, the experiences that Danny Green has had over the course of his terrific career, it's hard to match.
I mean, he's won multiple titles in his career, done so in different places with different types of teams. He's seen it all and knows what it takes to succeed.
I'll tell you, his shot is just lost right now. There's just no consistency. Amazing that they're still up in this basketball game.
LeBron passes to Olsen. Kicks it out to LeBron. Just 5 to shoot. He hits it from 9.
Almost seems unfair, gentlemen, to have a guy as strong as LeBron be able to handle the ball the way he does.
Outside Jackson. And it's sent back by Howard. Now the Lakers on the break. James wide open. Gets to the corner and buries it. James has got 6 points.
LeBron was anticipating that catch and shoot. Nicely done.
Jackson kicks to Beverly. Pass to Harrell. Outside for Jackson. Elbow shot. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Jackson's got 7 points for the quarter. Olsen passes to James. And James throws it down.
If you're going to step in front of LeBron James, we're going to question your sanity. Just a freak of nature.
Outside Jackson. Passes it to George. Here's Beverly. In the corner, Harrell with it. Jackson from long range. Jackson missing again.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Throws it down despite the man right in his face. A chance here for a three-point play. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And, guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
And the Lakers making a change here. Davis is checked in. Outside, George. The pass to Beverly. From downtown. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Pass to Olsen. James outside. And LeBron throws it down hard.
LeBron James, ever the showman with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
Clippers trail by 5. Outside Leonard. Now, here's George. He had 25 points in the win against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And it wasn't only his scoring. The intensity on defense. He nabbed 3 steals that night.
Inside, here's Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
It doesn't get any higher percentage than that. Dwight Howard, no doubt, on the dunk.
And so Beverly will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. To the middle, out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Caldwell Pope is checked in for Green. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Williams is checked in.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
Davis gets a wide open look. Offensive rebound. Here's Howard. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Landry Shamet comes in for Marcus Morris. Now, here's Shamet. James covering. Here's Williams. Tips it up. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in. And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Lakers have gone 6 of 9 at the line.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Leonard on the wing for the three. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Pass to Olsen. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, easy call.
The Lakers have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. Both free throws good from Olsen.
And he's been much more aggressive here in the second quarter. He's getting to the line a lot more than he did in the first.
Williams for three. LeBron grabs the miss.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough. There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Bounce pass from Williams. Leonard, no luck.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
And it's McGee with the jam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. James against George. Pass to Leonard. Lakers leading by 10. Olsen passes to Caldwell Pope. Here's Davis, and finished off by Davis.
And offensive rebounding, really all about hustle. And with Davis, that's hardly ever in question.
56 seconds left in the first half of the game. Now, here's Shamet. He's tightly guarded. And again, no good by the Clippers.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Back to McGee. That one goes in. McGee's got the lead up to 14 now for the Lakers. Each trip down becoming more important.
And you need to string some successful offensive possessions together and play tough deep.
And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. Comfortable lead, up by 14. Their transition game has been in full effect. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. LeBron, are you getting the ball where you want to get it, and is that helping you score?
I'm very pleased with my individual performance right now, but not so pleased with how I'm trying to help our teammates. I got to do a better job of trying to get our teammates in the flow as well as keep myself. Hopefully, I can do a better job of that in the second half.
We'll see how it goes. Thanks, LeBron. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from lights out.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their mates.
Doing such a great job of orchestrating this offense. I love the way he has been in complete command of the offense.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So the Lakers 5 right now. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Davis is out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Olsen in at the 1 spot. Left side, Davis. Lays it up and banks it in.
Davis a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Beverly dishes to Harold. McGee with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. Howard's checked in for JaVale McGee. How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
And Beverly kicks to Leonard. His three-pointer's off the mark.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
The pass to Olsen. On the wing, Green. And another three for the Lakers.
Wow, what a start. 3 for 3, terrific play calling, everything clicking out of the gates here.
Beverly, the pass to Leonard. Shoots the three, and it's Patrick Beverly with the three. Beverly's got 5 points now this quarter.
Patrick Beverly getting more catch-and-shoot opportunities, and boy, is he shot ready on the catch.
And finished off by Davis. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Yeah, and ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball offensively.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Boardman gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
Beverly for three, and no good. So the Lakers will take it the other way. And Davis, here we go. Good work defensively by Morris.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Here's George. And a little luck that time, but it drops. George has got 14 points.
Well, there's concentration from Paul George. Because he's always at the top of the scout, he's accustomed to making that type of shot.
Howard kicks to Green. To the inside, Olsen. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Beverly dishes to George. A three from Leonard. Buries the long-range jumper. He's got 12.
Don't you love it when you've got a small forward who can pass the basketball just like Paul George did there? Makes it look easy.
Howard finds James. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. 2 points. That one goes. Davis has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Pass to Harrell. And it's sent back by Howard.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Markieff Morris is checked in for Howard. Kyle Kuzma comes in for James. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Danny Green.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
He's competed for every missed shot. Feels like he's quicker to the basketball than anyone else out there.
The second effort, and that's 2 points on the layup. Davis has got 16.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
And the Clippers call time here. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one pick or the second pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. And so here are the Clippers, trailing by 19. Jackson misses. Leonard against Kuzma. Passes it to Olsen. Now Morris. Good, nice job down low. He has 6.
Well, the thing about Markieff Morris, he does a terrific job converting inside.
George passes to Jackson. And Leonard has it in the corner. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
And the shot is good. Morris has got 4 points this quarter.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Jackson with the bounce pass. Here's Leonard. The turnaround jumper. Count it.
Well, we know this about Kawhi Leonard. He can score at all three levels, taking advantage of the mid-range game there.
Pass to Morris. Raiders on the wing. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. Clippers trail by 20. George finds Jackson. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Harold. Lou Williams is subbed in for Morris.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
The Lakers have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Here's the floater. And he lays it up and in.
Well, the floater game has always been good for Sweet Lou. That shot is unblockable.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
Jackson kicks to Williams. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Raiders for 3. The Clippers grab the miss. George has got his 4th rebound in this one. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Dion Waiters. And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister. Eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
Williams scanning the floor. Fader on the way, and that one goes long. Lakers leading by 20. The pass to Olsen. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by Paul George. George has got rebound number 5 here tonight. A 3 ball. A rebound by the Lakers. Fires the 3, and there's 3 points. The long-range shot is on target from Olsen.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Outside, George. That one off the back iron and out. So it's the Lakers now. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. Leonard brings the double team, and a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And the Lakers have possession. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. Here's Olsen. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 33 points for lights out.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And the 3 ball is good.
You've got to respect the range of Lou Williams. This guy is a threat to score from anywhere.
And the rejection by Leonard. To the paint. There's Shamet. Leonard trying to break free. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on JaVale McGee. And Montrezl Harrell, a fiery competitor, plays the game for us with a lot of emotion.
He does, Kevin. You think about his time playing in Houston, he struggled a little bit. He stewed on the bench, got a reputation as a little bit of a hothead. But look what happens in a new in LA. The chemistry with Lou Williams. He settles him down a little bit. This city and this organization and his teammates have brought out the best in him.
Oh, that's merciless. Kuzma plays with such competitive energy, wasn't letting that shot get off.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long. Well, he had trouble making shots in the first period, but rounding into himself.
And the Clippers have possession. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, they've got Morris. Patrick Beverley out there with Lou Williams. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Harrell in at the center, filling out the middle. Nobody near Williams. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
That's his second make from distance this half after hitting none before that.
Olsen passes to LeBron. IT that time from Leonard. Clippers trail by 21 over James. No. Here's Olsen. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Lou Williams. Greg, we're seeing the game evolve. We're seeing more and more big men displaying perimeter skills. Do you like that, or is there a part of you that misses those days when it all played out inside the lane in a very condensed area?
Listen, Kev, I think the game has kind of evolved on from the impact that the bigs had on the interior, but not the impact that they're having on the game. The reality is the game just doesn't stand still. And now, as a big, you've got to have far more versatility. You've got to be able to play in space. And as a fan, I just find the game to be more appealing to watch with the freedom of movement, the flow, and more of the skill set being put on.
Morris. Clock at 6. Back to Williams. Lets the 3 fly. No good. And the Lakers going the other way now.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Olsen passes to Howard. Here's lights out, covered by Morris. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Pass to Beverley. Now here's Leonard. Harrell trying to free himself up. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Beverley.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop.
How about that? LeBron James always looking for his guys. The court vision, unreal.
Williams with the ball. Passes it to Beverley. And it's lights out with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's lights out. Down low and stolen by Harrell. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. And it's George finishing it off.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Here's Leonard. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got rebound number 15 here tonight. Got that one up quick. Lights out's got 41.
That's his 5th triple of the night. 2 in the first half, 3 in this one. Huge production.
Leonard inside, covered by LeBron. Unable to get that one.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Paul George with the steal. Leonard against James. Now, here is George. Defense is right there. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
Well, you have to respect the focus of Paul George, not letting the defense alter his shot.
Olsen passes to James. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
This guy is putting his finger.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.